Hey, Coach.
Hi, Jesse.
I I like the unhatted look.
You want me to put it on?
No, I was saying I liked it without, but I would appreciate that as well.
Okay.
I like that one too.
All right.
How does it feel to be 1-0?
Um, it feels great to know how much it mattered to those kids that played tonight. I mean, what they've been through since March, what we've been through, with the guys having to step up. Um, they deserve this feeling, and I'm just honored to be a part of this group because they are a special group. Whatever you think about their ability, you think they stink, you think they could be better, whatever. They're playing their hearts out for the Cougs, and not just for themselves, not for their families. They have some real pride in the university that they represent, and I think that's one of the great things about college football.
I do too. Jayden DeLaura obviously played his heart out tonight. What did you see from him in his first time in that kind of contest?
Oh, he made some really good throws. I think the throw to Travell, the throw to Renard that we had a penalty on were, really accurate down the field. I think he's going to see the film and see how much more is out there. The good thing about Jayden is, though he was confident when he got off the plane, and this moment wasn't too big for him, I don't think that he will ever feel like he arrived. He loves football. He loves winning. He loves playing well. He wants to get better. And I think early in that game, and well, for everyone else, but you could really see the respect he had earned from the other guys on the team. Thanks, Billy Meatballs.
I'd really love to revisit the Billy Meatballs thing. But when it comes to the defense,
that's what we should have started talking. What a great job by Coach Dickert and the defensive staff. So prepared. I'm sure there's things they're gonna look at the film and wish they did better, but just the consistent effort for all 11 guys who were on the field at whatever time. They really played together, and really a great tribute to what they've done in the defensive side of the ball. But those defensive kids, they believed, and it feels good to have something to believe in. And I'm very happy for them because I think they held them to 7 in the first half. I don't know. Let me see. 7 points in the first half, and that there's some good scheme on that offensive side of the ball for Oregon State, and for our guys to be that prepared mentally, not only with just playing a football game, but also with all their checks, and I'm sure there was some mistakes, but man, did they really played. I mean, they were the ones who really got us rolling in the first half, I think.
Well, Coach, it's very evident to me that football is more than just football to you. So I just want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Go Cougs, and I'll let everyone else go ask you questions.
Well, you know what, Jessamine, I can't imagine that there is any Coug alumni out there that watched that game that weren't incredibly proud of those kids and how they played and how they represented the university. I can't. I just the short time I've been able to be around Cougs, I think there are a lot of qualities, a lot of body language, a lot of human qualities they saw on the field tonight that. And if they knew the whole story about what these guys have been through and who had to jump in and switch and play and the changes that have happened, I think it was an incredible display of the Cougar spirit.
I would agree. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jessamine. Coach, this is Bobby. I'll be taking you the rest of the way. Congrats on win number 1. All right, Keith Oso, fire away.
Coach, congratulations. Go along with what Jessamine said there, and great comment you just made. Unbelievable comment you just made. Travell Harris tonight, you talked about him through camp, that he's somebody that stood out to you, and we saw it tonight, and that running play that he had to seal the game tonight. How does he fit into what you're trying to do, and just what can he do beyond what we saw tonight?
Let's talk about that running play. I don't know. I hope nobody thought he was showboating, looking around when he was going in to score. He was trying to do the right thing for this football team to win the game. He was looking around to see if he should score or maybe he should go down to win the game, because we've talked about that situation a bunch. So I just want to clear that up. That kid is got an electric personality. He's got, I mean, his physical skills are at a high level, but just to look at that play and to show how much winning the football game meant to him to do the right thing for the team, I think that says it all. And I think he loves football, and I think he can do a lot of things for us. I think we've got a lot of people that can. So,
predictably, you gave credit to the team when you talked about what tonight meant, and that's great. Personally, you've been through a lot in the last 10 months. What does tonight mean to you to get a win in your first game?
Good. Every time something bad happens, I say, good. I'm going to handle it. We're going to handle it, and we showed up here, and I said, what are we going to do? Because we're here. Because we're here, boy. That's why. That's all we had to do. We had an opportunity to play a football game tonight, and just getting to this moment is an incredible tribute to this. And let's talk about just what these kids have been through to get to this point. And so happy that they got a chance to finish the game off in a real positive way.
Well, I appreciate you, Coach. Thank you, and congratulations.
You're welcome.
All right, Brenna Green from Spokane TV. Go ahead, Brenna.
As the others said, congrats, Coach. You've obviously known Jayden for a very long time. This is not something where you started recruiting him, just his senior year. You've been watching him play for years, and then he commits to WSU. He isn't going to be a part of your program, and then you end up coming here. Just personally, what is it like for you to look back on the journey for you two, and just what does it feel like for you personally to see him succeeding at this level?
What makes me happy is all the people back home on the islands, watching him, cheering for him. A little piece of each one of them, probably everyone in Hawaii, was rooting right along with that, and hopefully this brightened a lot of days, in Hawaii, because he's come a long way, really no summer practice, and then short training camp, and credit to the leaders on this team, the older guys, for sometimes you get on teams and I'm an older guy and freshmen hold this, you do that, you can't play. These guys welcomed anybody who was willing to put on a Coupe jersey. And I think that's a big part of the reason why we were able to play so well together tonight.
And Dion really stepping up tonight with Max out. Just what was it like for you to see him step up to the plate like he did?
He's had a wonderful, I guess, since it's hard for me to even think about what time of year it is, but, really, really a productive training camp, really a consistent training camp. I was obviously, wish Max was with us, but with Dion, I think he has shown, and I think we knew it, that he could be very productive in our offense, and I think he showed everybody tonight.
And just what is the situation with Max going into next week?
He's unavailable right now. There's 32 guys unavailable right now, and that's kind of where we're going to leave that. So until the next time, we'll see if the list changes. But just that fact alone, with the guys who, we didn't even bring a whole travel party. We brought the guys that we were close. If a couple of bad things happened this week, I'm not sure we could have lined up. But these kids, they deserved every effort that we could make to get them to the game just because of how they've approached it. So happy for them. I mean, they've been through a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have time for a couple more. Again, if you have a question for Coach Rolovich, just hit the raise your hand button. All right, Zach from Coug Fan. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Zach.
Speaking of guys sort of having to step up on short notice, Aiden Hector was all over the field tonight, it seemed. What can you say about his contribution tonight and sort of what he brings to Diggert's group down the road?
Hard for me to say with not. I think I have more of the answers offensively, but that safety position got hit pretty good in the last 10 days for us. And Aiden stepped up and answered the bell. Was happy for everybody on defense. How about Amir Crowder? How about Dallas Hawes? I mean, some of these guys getting in there and stopping the run early on really gave us a real chance to win this football game. So there's a ton of guys I can talk about, to be honest with you. Bobby, you there? What?
Yeah, I was seeing if you had another one. Cody from
Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Highlights from this year, next year.
It's Cougar highlights tonight, Coach.
Yeah, that's right. Good answer.
Cody Schooler from the Evergreen. Go ahead, Cody.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Just want to ask kind of about that offensive line. I don't believe they allowed a sack, and with Hamilka Rashid Jr., kind of shutting him down. What did you see from them, and how were they able to kind of step up and really help out Delora in his first game?
Well, I think Brian Smith and Stutz did a real nice job. We didn't want to hang on to the ball real long. Not that we didn't have confidence in our O-line, but wanted to get Jayden comfortable. I think the O-line's incredibly talented. I think they did some things early on that maybe were unexpected, and they were able to midstream adjust. I think there was excellent communication from, if you kind of, I don't know, you guys probably weren't there, but O-line and running back sitting together, the quarterbacks, receivers sitting together, and after every series. And something we talked about, we're not sure what they're going to do, but we have to come out, we have to be able to discuss it and, give us information we can use, not just I'm open. I said, you got to give us information we can use and dissect on the sideline. And some really good stuff came out. But yeah, that O-line, I think they're proud of themselves for rushing for what they rushed for. Over 200 yards. I think they're proud of that. I think they enjoyed it. I think there was some real physicality, some downhill runs. We got some stuff popping on some of the RPO stuff, but no, they're at least offensively and probably throughout this team, they're in my opinion, the tip of the spear that's leading us.
And what was your message to Delora, or kind of what did you say to him after he did throw that interception? It seemed like he was really unfazed after that and kind of just got that out of the way. So what did you kind of tell him, and how did you see him react to that?
Well, Jayden was in high school and last year at Hawaii, there were times when we pulled the quarterback and, because we felt like we had a couple guys ready to go. And I pulled him aside today. I said, look, I know we've made a lot of deals. We've talked about that a few times. I said, listen, whatever happens, you go out and play. And if you make a mistake, it's not like I want to pull you in. Everybody makes mistakes. There's a call, the call that he took a sack on in the red zone was that's my fault. That's a bad call. I tried to create a little bit, and that doesn't necessarily, it's too much to put on any quarterback most likely, but especially a true freshman in his first game, and that's on me. But I think, with kind of our history with quarterbacks last year, and then, it's come up a few times where, we'll play the best guy, but I don't want him playing scared. I want him playing like he's the gunslinger he is. And I think that quick talk we had today was effective.
Thank you. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, last two. We're going to go Joe McHale, then Theo Lawson. So go ahead, Joe.
Coach, was Jovenzli available to play tonight?
Yes.
Was it just the way that Dion? Was it just the?
I think he played on special teams.
Okay. Was there a thought of putting him in the backfield tonight, or was Dion, rushing for over 8 yards a carry? Was it just the way that Dion was playing that you decided to just give it to the hot hand?
No, I think we were prepared to play Markov or JoJo, to be honest with you. Dion just had such a great training camp, that we felt like he this is probably the first game where we went through an every down back for a while, and he really proved himself to be a complete back tonight.
And when did you guys find out that Max would not be available tonight?
Not talking like that. I'm not giving you any clues. Don't try to poke me about any of that. No.
Okay.
He knew.
Okay. Last for me, Coach. What was it like playing in the environment, this giant stadium with no fans? Is that weird?
No, you know what? I think the people at Oregon State did a nice job. The cutouts and the advertising and the ambient noise. I think it's a really good environment to play football in. I can imagine what it's like with fans, and I think it's a pretty stadium, to be honest with you.
Cool. Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Hey, Nick, when did you guys realize? Sorry, you there?
Yeah, let me call on you first.
Sorry
Theo
about
Lawson,
that.
last questions for Coach Rolovich.
I thought I was already called on before. That's my fault. So when did you guys realize you could use Travell Harris in the run game like that? He had 2 carries for 49 yards, and it seemed to be another dimension of your guys' offense that people probably haven't seen.
We didn't even just make that up tonight, Theo. That's always.
No, I know. Yeah.
Him or Renard, or we usually do it with a slot, but we went back and watched kind of all of our older guys highlight films and watched Travell's. He's got a lot of good running back film, so that may have helped spark. It's in the playbook, but it's when we saw some of the stuff he did as a running back with the ball in his hands, we kind of moved it up the list of importance deal.
You said 32 guys unavailable. Were some of those related to COVID at all, or are you able to say that much at least?
Come on. We're celebrating a great Pac-12 win. Let's not talk about it.
Oh, I know. Still a storyline though, so that's what I was asking. That's all.
You should talk. I'm giving you 4 stories: O-line, defense, Jayden, Dion. Boom. There's 4 days of stories. No corona.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks. We'll be